We hope you've enjoyed taking the SALT assessments and that they gave you a more complete understanding of how you learn online. By empowering you with this information, we feel that you are better equipped to get the most of the courses that you take while learning online. Let's recap what you're taking away from completing the SALT assessment. Your results from Quiz 1 provides you with useful strategies for organizing and taking notes, as well as some options to consider of how you would prefer to have information delivered to you while you're taking online courses. I find learning about this preference extremely helpful. I know when I was younger, I used to do a lot of public speaking, and I had a hard time memorizing or really understanding my speeches. But then when I learned that I had an audio preference, I changed my learning habits, and I started recording and listening to my speeches repeatedly. And then I was amazed how quickly I was able to memorize them. Once you understand the best way for you to receive information, you can be more proactive in finding the right online learning option that will provide you the best learning experience. Quiz 2 gives you insight into your ideal setting for processing information. This has been a big difference for me when I was in grad school. I found myself endlessly reading books and articles, and I wasn't really understanding or retaining the information, and it caused me to get way behind in my coursework. When I realized that I had a social reflective preference, I started meeting with other students on a weekly basis. We would meet and talk about theories and ideas, and that really allowed me to process and truly understand what it was that I was reading, both now and previously. And honestly, that was the only reason I was able to finish on time. Setting can make a huge difference for you too. Knowing if you prefer to study alone or with a small group, actively trying things out, or taking the time to reflect can be the key to you staying engaged. Quiz 3 is about your ability to reason. Are you more likely to accept just the facts and data, or are you open to exploring new ideas? When it comes to how we connect with information, I like to explain this in relation to how you might think about the existence of aliens. If you're someone that thinks through your senses, then you may think, well, if I haven't seen them, then they're not real. Whereas if you're someone that connects to things through what's possible, then you may think, well, just because I haven't seen them doesn't mean they're not out there somewhere. When it comes to where you plan to store information, this is really about what guides you, your heart or your head. Do your feelings have a large impact on how you see the world? How about your culture or your religion? If so, connecting your learning to these values will let you really get attached to this new information. On the other hand, does the structure from logic, rules, and systems guide how you understand the world? If so, connecting your learning to scientific laws, rational logic, and reasoning can allow you to fit this new information into your current knowledge. Your results from Quiz 4 can have a lot to do with why you're learning to begin with. Are you a lifelong learner looking to expand your knowledge? Or are you taking a required course for your school or professional development? We often have a natural preference when we're learning for self-improvement. But when we are learning for a professional purpose, it may not align with our natural preference. For example, my natural preference is the creative preference. I like to learn about new ideas and systems, and I look for them to connect at some point, an aha moment. So recently, I had to engage in some emergency medical training. And that's not the kind of thing where it allows me to play to my creative preference. Being creative and being innovative isn't really welcome in emergency situations. So I had to think about coming at this from a different angle. So when I was in the training, I decided to look at it from a collaborative preference. Thinking about how I could help my team, how I could play an important role in an emergency situation. That really gave me the focus and the motivation I needed to actually be engaged in the learning. Learning is complicated, but if we're more aware of where our strengths and natural preferences are, then we can be better equipped to empower ourselves to learn new things. If you're interested in more programs that allow you to learn about yourself, or interested in taking courses both in class and online that are geared around your individual learning preference, then please consider downloading our online training catalog or registering for our online portal, Roman 3 Academy. We want to thank you for taking the time to go through the program with us, and we look forward to hearing your feedback. Thank you.